episode of Season 4, which would be episode 19 of this whole entire series. Welcome back. We've got the Texans versus the Bengals here on week 1. The Bengals were the Super Bowl champions, and another super close Super Bowl victory that we've seen for this second out of third year in a row. Well, second out of 3 years, to where it came down to 24-21 in the very last second of the very last play for the Buccaneers, and they just could not get the job done with Jacoby Brissett at the helm. They came seconds away from possibly becoming champions, or at least tying it up to go into overtime, which I don't think we've ever seen the Super Bowl before.
Coach and co-founder of the Bengals. Here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season.
They're officially off. The Super Bowl champions are going to see how they start to fare off the season, as they're against the Houston Texans.
Where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who
I feel like a runny nose today. It's a hot mess.
Deshaun Watson.
And what is up, the Dean?
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec.
Good job, Rashad Penny. It's what happened to Lamar Miller?
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13
question mark.
for the Texans.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, it's Watson.
Oh, bad pass by Deshaun Watson. And that's how the Houston Texans get their shoes at Ryan Shazier with the pick just like that. And that is how the Texans get their first drive of the season off. That is supposed to be the worst possible start.
Following the interception here, Mariota.
The Super Bowl MVP, Marcus Mariota.
The 35 and just shy of the 30. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. A first down throw for Mariota. This one hauled in by Sample. And he is
Sample
inside the 30. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Flag comes in. This might be
it's me for JJ Watt, yeah.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
I would call it an offside referee. I think that's being a little bit too modest.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math, they did it well, and it works for them.
Now Joe Mixon looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line.
Hey Joe. Come on, Texans defense. They gotta try to make up for the mistakes of the offense and JJ Watt with the penalty. That's a touchdown for the Cincinnati Bengals off that pick 6. I mean, off that pick, my bad, correction.
And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And the QB rating right now sky high, 4 for 4 on that opening drive.
As now it is 7-0, the Super Bowl champions.
I think I need my friends from
the defending champions.
I think 158.3 is the number one.
No, that's
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
That's he's not going to have a chance to take that out of the backfield.
Over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They had the auspicious beginning.
What is up, Herbert Lemon? Welcome, welcome.
Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally.
Okay, Watson.
And open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27, Watson is going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and in.
Watson had all day. I think we can all agree with that one.
All week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit.
It's 3rd and 8, and are the bells ringing already in the first quarter. I thought that guy that was going to work a little bit fast, but to be a first down for the Houston Texans.
A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Yeah, another first down for the Texans.
Inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Yeah, it is a very solid game. I absolutely agree.
So many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker.
First down for the Texans. You know, it's almost academic.
Big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now it's Watson.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
That's a touchdown. It is a possible turnover just turned into a touchdown. And the Texans score a touchdown on the ugliest possible way.
In just a few quick seconds on that play.
Probably thought they were about to give it up in the red zone and then touchdown.
Yeah, there is absolutely no way that they drew it up and said this is the way it's supposed to be done. It just happened.
And the Texans tie this one up 7-7, and the ugliest possible touchdown to start off your season.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
I honestly don't think it can get any crazier than that. They fumbled into the end zone to then pick it back up and score a touchdown. That's crazy. Both teams scoring on their first drive in the ugliest, well, one team scored in the ugliest fashion possible. I don't know about the other one, but...
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
That's no problem. It's about to be the second quarter, and the Bengals are the Super Bowl champions. We got some good field advantage.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals.
Hey, what's up, Wally?
Here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And he goes across.
No first down for Joe Mixon.
Houston territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. From just shy of midfield.
Hey, exactly. I had that one scouted. Try to get Mariota.
On their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face.
Okay.
That didn't shine through on that throw.
Yeah, but what's up, Wale?
A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action now. Mariota. That's complete to his receiver, Kane.
As the Texans defense is struggling to stop Bengals.
A good pick up there.
Yeah, that was a good catch by the Bengals.
First down, Mariota.
Wow, what a catch by Tyler Eifert. And the Bengals, the Super Bowl champions, are showing why they won last year's Super Bowl in an instant classic of a football game.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown.
Yeah, that was one hell of an attempt by the Bengals. And that was one hell of a drive. I mean, the Texans didn't have an answer for him defensively, and that really hurt him. I mean, the Texans are struggling to really put up any points. I mean, they just, it looks a bit like the wheels are kind of falling apart for the Texans, but somehow also coming back together. It's really odd.
A one-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Penny. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter
yeah, darn right. That is the name of the game. It's all about how you can get ahead, and if you can, good kudos on you. You know.
And move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Watson.
Oh, good pass. Can be a first down. Unfortunately, there wasn't going to be any extra yardage.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage.
Oh, there's no chef. It's just me today, Wally.
And he's dropped on the spot. That's a big-time play by the defense.
And one hell of a pass. And they're literally going no huddle, and it's the most confusing attempt. And that's one hell of a catch and a first down for the Houston Texans. Yeah, Chef is not here today.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this
getting the Texans closer to the end zone.
The 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there gets them closer to the goal line with second down coming up. Second down and goal.
And a massive sack by the Bengals.
Get to him, a sack back at the 9-yard line.
And the struggles continue
when you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect
for the Houston Texans.
So the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal.
And he gets sacked. I mean,
here as he's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their
the Texans really struggling to honestly do anything productive, and it's shocking. The Texans, though, only down now by 4. It's about to be 14-10. The Bengals still in the lead. The champs.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the
offensive line getting Deshaun Watson sacked. Was it 3-4 times on that drive? It wasn't a good result.
More than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it.
I'd say, ref, he's been out of bounds for about even 5-6 yards. I mean,
after making a play downfield, terrific.
I'm telling you, the horrible defense that the Texans are putting up is the reason why that this team is losing. I mean, they haven't had an answer at all.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
It's been a very atrocious day for the defense.
One pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota.
You know what about having all day long. Wow, the Texans are just... This defense is honestly the worst.
How tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
Like, literally, I think the main thing that's been killing the Texans is the fact that Joe Mixon's got most of the catches.
Skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up.
And they're calling a timeout.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota. He finds his running back, Mixon.
No first down, which is huge. And luckily for the Texans, they avoid disaster.
5 yards on the pickup. All right, we will save the week 1 highlights and
wait, what?
Get right back to the action here.
Wait, why is there an onside kick?
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The game literally made me do an onside kick. I couldn't do anything about that.
A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles. Start the second half with the onside kick.
Literally, I couldn't do anything about that. I'm actually kind of puzzled on how why they even made me do that. That just kind of gave them at least a field goal. Kind of stupid.
He's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it, and that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
On 2nd down and 4, Mariota, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
That was really stupid on the way that the game did that. It made no sense.
Mariota now Pretty remarkable. 14 of 15 through the air, only one incompletion, and another 1st and 10 here.
And for the first time I'm saying this, a sack from J.J. Watt, who has been absolutely absent in the first half.
J.J. Watt, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. On play action, Mariota. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's not
the fact that ain't nobody got that. I'm a little disappointed.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice.
I mean, hey, that was the name of the game right there.
Mariota.
And another massive sack. Let's go. J.J. Watt for the Texans defense starting to come alive. And that may have possibly put them out of field goal range. But no, they're actually going for the field goal. It's about a good 45-yard field goal. This is a chip, well, not really a chip shot, but this one should go in with ease. And it's not going to happen. And this is huge for the Texans if they can finally get something going. They have struggled, and I mean absolutely struggled this game to keep a positive game of momentum.
They can tell the touch, the feel, when they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not. He knew immediately he didn't have that one.
And now here's a deep shot.
And a massive first down for the Texans. Remember, they have struggled today.
It's a gain of 35.
Wait, I don't even think that guy's a wide receiver.
You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them.
Bengals might be in danger of accidentally. Has to be a touchdown for the Texans. As they officially take a lead.
And the Texans have retaken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned...
Uh-oh, that's not going to be good. Oh, it's going to be good, and the Texans now have a 17-14. That's a 3-point lead. Now can the Texans defense possibly come up clutch in a game that has been close since the beginning?
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away.
It's all right, a touchdown for Houston. This game's been extremely back and forth, even with controversial...
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they
controversial kicking strategies.
Long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their
Mariota hasn't missed much in this game.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On second down, here's
Get stopped defensively. Stops Joe Mixon right in his tracks. One more stop would actually give the Texans the lead.
On third down, Mariota. He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
This will be a first down for the Bengals. I feel like I've said it all game today. Joe Mixon once again pretty much being the workhorse of staving the Bengals behinds more times than I can really remember.
This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Mariota now, 5 straight.
Oh, that's awesome, Laura, man. Well, hopefully while you're out here, you have a fun time, man.
Here's Mariota. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
So you got to the fourth and final quarter of the game where the Super Bowl champions are down, but it's been a completely contested game from the beginning. And Joe Mixon this time still not going to get anything, as well. I think finally the Houston Texans have realized that Joe Mixon has been the pain in the rear end.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back.
That was defensively horrible on two different players. Yeah, it's decently warm here in Florida. I wouldn't say it's warm, but it is decently warm, lukewarm. As the Texans defense once again falling apart.
Plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. A pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota. Open man is Uzama.
And Uzama, that the Bengals are once again teetering closer and closer to the end zone.
First down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. That's complete to Williams.
They tried to only be a 2-yard gain. Bell saw it happening. That's really what's been killing us. There's the halfback route option.
It's second and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. They go back to the ground now with Mixon.
They stop Mixon.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be
nice weather, getting a little bit windy. Ain't nothing too crazy, but decent.
It's no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. Now Mario.
And that's not going to be a first down, which is huge. And folks, that should be the tying part of this game. Just in case I can try anything crazy. Will we have a tie game? And we're going to have a tie game at 17 apiece. What a freaking close and it's been an insane battle on both ends for both of these teams.
Did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You
this has been insanely close.
You got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two.
Yeah, this has been one heck of a game. Hey, this was exactly how close the Super Bowl game was between the Buccaneers.
This might be the best of the bunch.
It's going to be a first down for the Texans and a huge first down.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From the 50, it's Watson.
Sean Watson wisely throwing that one away.
A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock.
And a huge first down for the Texans, who are now in field goal range.
And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Now for the Texans, they can burn out that clock a little bit.
Penny, a first down carry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That's a first down for the Bengals. That's huge.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They keep it with Penny on first down. And he was able to shed the tackle.
Another timeout's called.
For the stop. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop.
That was the Bengals' final timeout.
Remaining. On second down, here's Penny.
Oh, they just like swarmed Penny. That was
3 yards on the pickup. That's
quite the fight.
An interesting third and about 4 to go.
That is the Texans wisely just running out that clock. It's a smart move, smart plan. The Super Bowl champions cannot be happy with what the Texans are doing, of course.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They've now produced 3-yard gains on 3 straight plays. Leads us to fourth down.
The Texans call a timeout.
Get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game.
And that's going to do it, folks.
And this one is
that is over as the Texans defeat the defending Super Bowl champions 2017 in their own home. That is not how the Bengals wanted to start off their season 0-1, but for the Texans, that's exactly how they want to start off. This game was extremely intense, close all the way. Some crazy touchdowns were scored, but ultimately in Week 1, the W
So for Houston,
goes to the Houston Texans.
Victory here there by a field goal. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles.
That was a tough game for both quarterbacks, I think, on both sides. Defensively, they did give them a lot of problems, and defensively, a lot of people were sacked. So, I mean, that was a tough game on both sides. It literally came down to the final seconds. You know, the Texans have got to be feeling good after getting that first win on the win column in week 1. I feel like that's one of the most stressful things, is getting that W originally. Like, okay, you know, we got to get it now. That way we come off strong, so on and so on. Let's see what we got for week 2. Who would be you? Oh, that's the standings. Whoops. What's up, Dump Funk? League schedule. Let's see. You know what? Let's go with... Let's go with the, let's stay in the AFC South. Let's get the Jaguars and Colts going through. Jaguars and Colts up next. It's going to be quite interesting. I know a couple of moves were done in the offseason. Mitchell Trubisky left the Bears for the Jaguars. Yeah, that's right. He left it last season. That's when what's-his-face took over. I think they made the playoffs. Like, the Bears have been one of the more consistent teams. And it's quite interesting to see how consistent they've been. I mean, they've made the playoffs in three years, 3 seasons. They made the playoffs, at least the wild card. So, you know, kudos to them on, you know, just kicking that behind.
Everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup.
Whoops, no, let's skip that. I thought I skipped it. I was like, yeah,
right,
gonna skip this.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight,
here we go. We're in Lucas Oil Field. I believe I have to actually trade Jalen Ramsey. Oh, that's the receiver Ramsey. I think I actually traded Ramsey right to the Rams.
Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
We're on the historic Lucas Oil Field. Let's see what the Jaguars got in store. Trubisky being the X factor now. Okay. See, it's really cool to see the progression in a lot of these guys. Well, he just got speared.
On the game's first play, and it's second down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers.
Why does Trubisky look like huge in that? Like, no, does he not look like he's got like this machine gun of like an arm?
Trubisky. He gets it to Humphries.
Humphries really was trying to shake everybody out of their boots. As Trubisky gets hit, he somehow got that off for the first down. The Colts defensive line looks like they're going to give the Jaguars offensive line arguably one of the hardest times possible.
It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Hey, I don't know who this Howard guy is. That sounds so messed up to say. Literally, as the commissioner, there's so many people I got to keep all hold of. It's kind of difficult.
This is Howard on second down.
And Howard's going to get the first down after the break-off tackles. The line is not doing their job today.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries.
Let's see what weird, wacky plays. We got this Y-sail play. It looks semi-productive. We're going to make sure that Trubisky is desperately going to need somebody to save this man from being crippled.
They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
Oh, look at that. They get it to the 5 round. The Texans really trying to chug along. I know the Texans and Jaguars. I'm so used to. I was so in the other game.
Pretty darn good on on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play. Someone's
going to get crippled here. This is not looking like a feasible. And then, oh, Howard's going to run in for a rushing touchdown for the Jags. Touchdown.
Jordan Howard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field.
And the Jaguars going to put up 7 points. Now they lead against the Colts.
Connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Some good things in this one.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Who is Sherman? He's got to be new.
Throwing on first down. Sherman. They'll find Hines out of the backfield.
And Hines is about to be gone. The reason why he got the many yards, there's a miscommunication between the two Jaguars players who bumped into each other.
7-yard pickup.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one.
Yeah, that was a massive mismatch. At least I like to think so.
Often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end.
Oh, I forget this guy's name. He's actually been giving me problems. As far as the Colts still using him, though, I thought that he would have definitely been gonzo.
And here are the Colts offensive starters.
It's a quick turnaround right out of the gate because there's a lot to cover in a short period of time. But the best teams, they simplify before they go play that Thursday night game. And they also believe it's way better to get your Thursday night game out of the way.
Marlon Mack, there we go. Oh wow, it's Thursday night prime time between the oh my God, who was that who just got like tossed somewhere? That poor offensive lineman just like he just flew like levitated.
Up front, so when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from
the
inside
Poe.
out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game.
Oh, what a pick by Mr. Harrison. No, Harrison, he should have just...
That his guys are going to take over at their own.
Huge pick, by the way.
So the first interception of his career under center. And
that's his first interception. Oh, he's got to be a rookie.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Mitch just want to die for a couple yards. Like, no, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna quit.
A few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an
incompletion. So this player is just so odd looking. I don't know how to feel about him. See if they work. I mean, hey, if they work, it's good. If they don't, not so much.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky escaping the pressure right.
Ooh, he dropped it.
Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him.
So close.
Hang on. It's 3rd down.
Yet so far.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
The bells are ringing here in Lucas Oil Field already.
Here, Trubisky.
Oh, good stop by Leonard. I completely thought I had it to him. And, well, Mr. Leonard for the Colts was like, no, you don't. That was honestly picture-perfect defense. He saw the quarterback, read where the quarterback was going before he threw the ball, knew it was going that way, and was able to get a hand up. That was picture-perfect defense from that linebacker. That is top-notch defending.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. His first carry, and he'll be taken down as that will take us.
Hines, that's his name?
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter.
Yeah, that's an interesting name to have, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's kind of like, huh.
Here's a 2nd and 7 as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Good defensive stop. What is up, T.Y. will come.
The intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass.
3rd and 7 for the Colts.
They'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Sherman. But he gets it to Funchess complete.
That is definitely a first down. He really did try for that one.
First down. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw.
And look at Sherman. Sherman's a scrambler because Sherman's got a oh, but he fumbles. What a huge fumble. And that is a heartbreaking turn, but Hendrickson grabbed the fumble for the Jags. Sherman unfortunately fumbled, and the Jaguars were quick to pick it up.
Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
I will say this, in respect to the Colts defense, they actually are giving the Jaguars a hard time offensively. And it may not look like there's a scoreboard, but honestly, running the ball, they have struggled, and it still shows for Howard.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Flushed out right. Going for it all.
Wow, but wait, is that...
But they'll say out of bounds.
It was out of bounds. That was a great read.
In the end zone.
Trubisky, I can guarantee, is breathing a sigh of relief. Like, oh my goodness, thank God.
Second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And this is caught at the 8.
Caught. They're going to move forward towards the end zone. They're only 5 yards away from scoring.
And mark him at the 5. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On first and goal,
Howard an inch away. An inch away from possibly scoring that one in.
Keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
And the Jaguars, I guess, already are trying to drain the clock. It's a little bit early for that, in my opinion, but you got to do what you got to do to win. If that's how you got to do it, hey, by all means.
Trying to punch it in with Howard.
And it's not going to get anywhere for him.
As he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, a reminder.
That is 3rd and goal on the 1 yard line. You would believe that it has to be a touchdown for the Jaguars.
Touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
And the Jaguars now about to go up 14-0 against the Colts.
And a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for
14-0,
touchdown
wow.
scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of
It's
goals.
interesting because these two games pretty much they focus. It seems to be like we're just highlighting the AFC South in this one.
So good for him. On first down, Sherman. Complete to Hilton. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They're actually going no huddle. I realized they're actually. The Texans are on. The Colts are on the move. I don't know why I keep saying the Texans.
On first and 10, Sherman.
And a massive sack to Sherman. They're probably going to call a timeout because of that. They do indeed.
First of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
What is up, Johnny Utah?
They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Looking to throw. Sherman.
And Sherman gets sacked by Bryan. That was all Bryan. And another timeout's going to be called.
Going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage.
And now it is 3rd and 23
to go in the first half. On 3rd down, a run by Mack.
And the run by Marlon Mack not going to happen.
As they get him down at about the 40. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
That's not how the Colts envisioned their first half going.
Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel
that's going to pretty much take us into the second half, third quarter. I mean, Jaguars can lead 14-0 against the Colts.
Verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Be a booming one.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
We get the second half started. The Colts can still come back. They're only down by 2 scores.
The Indy offense at the line.
So there's 2 really successful drives for the defense have to come up handy.
It's not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that
not doing much
because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, you know, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jack.
It's 3rd and 10 for the Colts and Sherman. Let's see what this QB does. He's number 1 for a reason.
Desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw.
That was almost a pick. Woohoo! Sherman's gonna be definitely like breathing that one away.
It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already
and a booming kick away.
Yeah, I did notice though that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out. Pretty much letting him know.
That's a bad spot for the Jaguars.
Hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there.
And Howard's going to get a first down for the Jaguars on the 20-yard line. So now that field goal, Jaguars kind of breathe a little bit, but you know they know the job is definitely not over yet. To get into some safe territory.
Previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Running with Howard. And he is brought down at the
Howard should get stopped pretty quickly.
Gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And a first down for the Jaguars. As they're taking quite a while to move up the field, but they're doing it slowly but surely.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from
Howard with that cool, calm, and collected ability.
10 yards there, good enough for the Jags' first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Howard.
They're only getting a yard. Be 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And brought in by the tight end Cook.
Hey, Cook, they were able to bring it in. It's going to be 3rd and 5.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
I don't like the fact that guy is coming. That might be a safety blitz. Oh, well, whatever they try to go for, Humphrey is going to get the catch. It's going to be a first down for the Jaguars, who have been just trying to slowly but surely, like I said, move it up the field from having at the 7-yard line on their side.
Maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball.
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft
holding
spot, find
offense.
the dead zone, and find the first down.
Yeah,
and that's what
definitely
he just
met.
did.
It was a legal block in the back.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it.
We're at 1st and 11.
Celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a gain of 3.
I think you're getting a gain of 3 yards.
Third quarter, and you've got
That's when you've been working really hard when you got a sub in your halfbacks.
To close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Jaguars are going to hold the ball to the 4th quarter, so smart, drain that clock. Now you're at least in field goal range, so that's got to be a good feeling.
Back now in Indianapolis. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. On second down now, it's Howard.
A first down for Howard and the Jags.
Brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong. I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive.
And Howard just slowly but surely, someone got hurt.
Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last
And Howard is really just moving up the field.
The training staff works on him. We'll step aside and be right back. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Able to get
All right, gaining 2 yards, but again, just not going to happen for that touchdown.
This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on third and goal. Here's Trubisky.
And Goddard with another touchdown for the Jaguars.
Dallas Goddard, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
That's going to be 21-0 Jaguars in the lead.
Down here, that's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that
is not how the Colts were envisioning
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now.
this second half going. It is just looking ugly for the Colts.
This drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
And Sherman gets sacked again by Bryan. He's got 2 sacks in this game.
And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time. And
that's going to be a first down.
And he's taken down, but able to slip
for the
Colts. 35. 11 yards there, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Sherman, and the catch made by Hilton. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
They fished at the 2-minute warning in this game.
The 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw.
Bryan with his 3rd sack in this game against Sherman.
Now they got to get to the line.
And the Colts are calling a timeout.
Use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what'll be.
They're really adding on to Bryan's stat total. I don't know if they realize that or not.
Operating from the gun, Sherman. He's got Jack Doyle. And he can only manage to take
the
this
Colts
thing
calling
to the
another
38,
timeout.
well shy of the first down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. On 4th down, Sherman. Now this is
turnover on downs.
Had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And you see the confidence of the defense here, the Colts. I mean, they're still trying to hype themselves up, but that clock is draining, and the Jaguars just beat the crap out of the Colts. This is kind of a sad one. It's like, oof, that's the score? Did they even show up?
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Howard's had a hell of a game today. I mean, he's got a touchdown, the scoring. He's done a good job, Howard, for the Jags. clock is just straining by. We have time for one final play.
They run with Howard.
Howard's going to get his 100-yard rushing game. He's got 103. You know, Howard's going to be happy. And the Colts are not happy right now. He is livid. Look at that coach, that coach.
And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much
The
better
Jaguars
than that,
dominated
right?
the Colts, the division
led the way,
rivals. They get their
but the
first win of the
offense did their
season
part as well. They
on
moved
the
ball
road.
up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game
Huge.
balls,
And it was on Thursday prime time.
getting one.
Yeah, Shamir Sherman was the rookie that came in. I was like, man, that was that guy. Get to week 3. So I only do want to get the first 3 games done of the season. I feel like we kind of rushed through a couple of them. It's going to take some time with this one. We have a whole month to get through it. So for this one, we've actually got... Let's go with the Titans and Chargers. It's funny, we actually really are getting done with the because we've seen the Texans, we've seen the Jaguars, we've seen the Colts, we're now about to see the Titans. So we got them done with them, we got the Chargers done with 2 after that. So I just kills 2 birds with 1 stone, and I just get through a whole AFC South division, which is always awesome. Getting through a division early is always fun. The Titans are 0-2. The Chargers are 2-0. Wow, they went down in rating. Remember that Martin Dewey took the Titans to the playoffs and last season. That was interesting. Can the Titans win on the road against the Chargers, who have been proven to be a pain in the rear end? And rise Kareem Hunt on the Titans. What did I miss? Jameis Winston, the Super Bowl MVP, back 2 seasons ago.
The NFL has us about 20 miles south of downtown LA at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today we're set for a
booming kick
matchup between the Tennessee Titans and our home team. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Let's maybe see how this goes. I know Phillip Rivers is not going to be here, but Jameis Winston, the quarterback under center.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Oh, well, holding on the offense. We're going to accept that penalty.
Big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Going deep here for out. And got his man.
Keenan Allen. Massive catch. 56 yards. I can bet the Titans are now regretting doing that play. Oh, the Bengals go 0-2 the Super Bowl champs. That's not how they want to start off their season.
Changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30. Here's 1st and 10. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. On second down, Richard.
Good stop by the defense.
Quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On third down.
That is not going to be a first down. No way.
Takes this one down to the 15. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
That was going to be a field goal the way it was looking. Can't even car was on the Titans. What in the world?
A first down throw for Winston. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Okay.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
I don't know about you, partner, but on second and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery
Well, we got
about the
these plays
offensive
don't
guys
work.
thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Second and goal from the 1. Jameis to throw it. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his first touchdown here.
A touchdown for the Chargers.
And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them.
The Chargers kind of destroyed and tore up the
knockout is there, but they keep doing that.
Titans offense. I mean defense.
That's when the knockout occurs.
And becomes tough for that defense if they're
Defensively, this is where it's going to get interesting. We do know, was the Titans? I think the Titans were the ones who had the playbook. I was scratching my head on, like, how do you possibly win with the playbook like this? No, that was the that was the Cardinals. Friend who actually cannot change my.
Throwing on first down. Dugan.
Okay, I'd love to be able to change my view of.
Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
There we go.
Second and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Dugan. Throwing right, and that's good.
First down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Dugan's really trying to go no huddle. He wasn't playing around.
On EA Sports. Second quarter now. Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a first and 10. On first down, Norman. He's got the first down and more inside the 40.
And Norman for a touchdown for the Titans.
A great effort there.
The blitz come back to haunt the Chargers.
As they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long
And now we're about to be tied, folks. 7-7.
Napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That is a horrible kick by Brett Kern.
7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll make it
Another
across
23-yard line. Or that's going to be a lot of field for them to come back from.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would. Because
Good stop, good stop. Call Jameis Winston's first incompletion.
Backed up in their own territory. Why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
What is that possibly?
For 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So they're
I'm going to decline it because last minute they thought they went up like 30 yards.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there,
And a guy left wide open for whatever reason.
Sideline is complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all set.
The Titans cannot play defense.
Very nice.
The Titans are going to lose this game.
3 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Winston. It's Williams on the catch. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's okay if you get like 2-3 yards every drive, whatever. That means, you know, when you constantly get 3, 4, 5, 6, it's like, all right, well, so someone at one point you got to make a stop.
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
11 yards there, 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes
True, Wallet, True. Thank you so much for stopping by, man. Much appreciated. Boy, folks, we have maximum football and wrestling later. So just stay tuned for that.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy. They didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
On 2nd down now, Richard. And he'll take this inside the 20.
He gained 2 yards. Okay, I thought I actually stopped him.
Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Team warning.
Play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
All the Titans really asked for is hoping that they get a sack or turnover, really, at this point.
The half will join who, Charles? The coach. The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as
that's not going to be a 1st down. I can't even say that for the Chargers.
Slap happy up here sometimes. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One hallmark of good defenses,
a practical chip shot.
The game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
The triple's going to be good as the Chargers now lead 10-7 against the Titans, who once again barely really do have time to put points on the board for the 2nd time. On their only 2nd drive of the game, the Chargers take so much time off the clock, and that's how they're so good. They take time off the clock, they drain it, makes it almost virtually impossible for the offense to get anything started.
Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the 1st half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Joey Bosa, like I said, was going to be a definite factor, and Dugan has just now really been introduced to Mr. Bosa.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Dugan. He's got Jake Butt as tight end.
That's going to be
and he's brought to the ground
a 1st down.
1st down at the Chargers 39. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. Dugan.
What a throw. What a throw by Dugan. A bomb. And Dugan, this is where that rookie quarterback comes. The first time I actually played with the Titans was when this guy was actually drafted a rookie, and I'd never made a last-second Hail Mary pass, comeback touchdown, and that's when I realized that this kid is going to be a massive player for the Tennessee Titans. That is a touchdown for Martin Dugan and the Titans.
As the 1st half is winding down.
And the Titans take a lead 14-10 against the Chargers.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Oh my gosh, Brett Kern, you're terrible, man.
This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about
24-yard line.
24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get
They're calling a timeout, really?
What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Throwing on 2nd and 3.
And then a complete pass. That's what they're on to the second half.
So we've reached
That's with a 4-point lead.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this week 3 matchup.
And now the Titans, who can actually, for the first time in this game, start a drive and not have to worry about the clock.
Taken at the 3. And nice work
I don't even think they really ran the ball. Now they have that opportunity. The Titans are also, I've also kept it really like long, quick plays because of the fact of Joey Bosa.
They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Oh, that is actually one of the plays. That was a similar play to how they won the game against the thing with the Lions two seasons ago. Just like they're in the Chargers territory.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use momentum to launch another one.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. To throw on 2nd down. Dugan forced out to his left.
And Dugan's going to get a first down for the Titans, taking a massive hit.
In the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious.
These Chargers are just giving the Titans a hard time.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Tyler Boyd, if he could have kept that. You want some about huge momentum switch, a paradigm shift, if you will.
It just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure run.
Oh, the pick. That's about a horrible pass. And that's just giving the Chargers a lot of momentum.
Will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't. And
Winston gets fumbled. That's going to be a defensive touchdown, which is what the Titans need. A fumble return touchdown. What a huge time for the Tennessee Titans. That is not what the Chargers wanted.
They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge.
And that's going to be an 11-point lead. Tennessee's up 21-10.
Point from McManus is good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And finally, Brett Kern's able to make it into the end zone at least.
It's fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard
That is not how
the Charger drive about to get going. And
the Chargers envisioned that drive going on the first play.
A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL
300
career.
catches,
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Winston.
I think that's a first down. I'm not sure, though.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Yeah, it's a first down. I didn't know. Look, his feet were right on the line, so I was like, that's going to be an interesting call.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rashard. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On play action, Winston.
There's no way. I try to put Evans' hands up, and they even let me. Now we're going to the 4th quarter, 21-10 lead for the Titans. We've seen the one thing that the one thing that the Chargers have done so far, as we've seen, is drain the clock, and now they really can't do that. So they're not really in a position to do that. An incomplete pass, 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Winston. And he comes back with one complete. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
That's complete to Williams.
Why is that guy not guarding? Number 25 has been destroyed all game long, and in all honesty. And that clock, ironically, has stopped when it typically doesn't for that type of thing.
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token.
Keep that clock running. Let's go.
Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down.
I'd rather give up a field goal than get a touchdown. Come on, team. Come on, Tennessee.
Winston now.
No way, no way, no.
It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown.
The Titans defense choked.
His 2nd touchdown.
I don't think his feet were in there. They're really on the field. Is uphill. Wait, yeah, it's upheld.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. From the gun, Winston.
And I get it. Yep.
And that could be an important 2 points that gets him back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked
the Titans defense struggling like they have all game long.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out.
They're back in the 25-yard line. Okay. This is when the halfback needs to come in handy.
And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy.
Wow, the offensive line did. Ironically, the Chargers have something to get to it. That's one thing I hate. It seems to be that the one times that you need, people get quote-unquote hurt.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now.
What a huge catch. Thank goodness. What a catch.
Defensively, they're okay with that.
I didn't know how Dugan was going to respond after throwing that pick, and luckily we got an answer.
It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it.
That's smart, the Titans. What do you do? Try to drain that clock as much as you humanly can, because you know the Chargers, your defense can't really handle the Chargers, and it's been shown. So if I'm the coach, hey offense, please be productive. Please drain as much clock as you can. Please get a couple first downs. That is honestly what I would be telling my team. Like, hey, this is going to be really difficult. I have faith in you guys. You guys are a good team for a reason. Let's get our first win of the season. It's week 3. We need to put one on the win column. Now this team, the Chargers, have been proven to be almost extremely difficult for me all the time.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dugan.
And again, a huge catch. He lobs it up to that guy. It's another first down. And I can definitely say this. That the Chargers are not happy that the fact that guy keeps catching and Martin Dugan has that much faith in him.
Because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
That's going to officially lead to a 2-minute warning.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And now right out of the 2-minute
So this has been an on-edge game. The Chargers now finally using their timeouts.
56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
That's a first down and a huge first down for the Titans.
Right at the 15-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback.
That is a first down again, and that is exactly something that the Chargers don't want.
3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And they'll indeed take a knee.
They take a knee.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Well, the Titans trying to make sure they take a lot of clock off to give the Chargers a virtually impossible situation. The Chargers cannot give up a touchdown here.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
It's going to be a loss of yards, and if you're Norman, you shouldn't be that upset. It's all about draining that clock.
And now it's 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
So the Titans will just be glad to drain that clock like they have been doing. Ooh, I thought he was going to fumble. But thank God Norman kept that.
Call it no gain on the play, so no help there.
And with that, the Tennessee Titans give the Chargers their first loss of the season on the road. And the Titans get their first win of the season. Martin Dugan. And that kid's going to be something special for the Titans, I'm telling you. Congrats, Titans getting their first win of the season.
You came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
What a game between the Titans and Chargers.
What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you...
That was an exceptional game, and I think everyone can honestly agree with just how awesome this game was. Every single game was close, except for the Jaguars and Colts. So, two really close games that came right down to where any team could win. Just gonna skip to see the results of how Week 3 really went. Titans gotta be feeling good. They finally get that first one of the season off there. You know, like, oh my gosh, they got one. We actually knock off the AFC South with like all AFC games. It was really weird. Let's take a look at what we're going to be doing going into Week 4 and then the standings. So Week 4, I'm actually, just by the looks of it, I'm going to be doing the... Yeah, Week 4 we're going to be going to the Bills and Vikings. That's how we're going to start Week 4. And also, by the way, let's go to the standings, see how teams are really lining up. So, in the AFC North, the Ravens and Browns are each 2-1, while the Steelers and the Super Bowl champion, the Bengals, are 1-2. In the AFC South, the Texans are sitting up top at a nice 3-0, while the Jaguars and Colts are both 2-1. Meanwhile, while the Titans are 1-2. In the AFC East, the Jets are 2-1. Meanwhile, the Dolphins and Bills are 1-2, while the Patriots are 0-3. In the AFC West, the Chargers and Chiefs are 2-1, as the Raiders and Broncos are 0-3. In the NFC North, the Lions out of all teams are 3-0. Meanwhile, the Vikings and Bears are 2-1, while the Packers are 0-3. In the NFC South, the Buccaneers and the Saints are 2-1. Meanwhile, the Falcons and Panthers are 1-2. In the NFC North, the Cowboys and Giants are 2-1, while the Eagles and Redskins are 1-2. And last but not least, in the NFC West, the Rams are 3-0. The Seahawks are 2-1, while the 49ers and Cardinals are 1-2. So with that being said, everybody, thank you guys so much for watching. Please do leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to BVTV. Maximum Football will be coming up shortly. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. See you next time.